Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to another video. We're back with a banger, another week in the life of Marbella. We've checked into a new pad, we're in a new location, we've extended our stay, but we've got a big week coming up. I've got my first run back. Let's see if the injury has passed by. I've got an exam that I'm sitting. I've got numerous client check-ins. I've got clients stepping on stage. We've got clients 4 to 5 weeks out from the Marbella shoot. I'm going to show you around the new gaff. I'm going to take you for a full week of training, full week of business. So strap in, it's going to be a good one. Now this is how I will start every single morning. I'm waking at the minute at 5 o'clock. And then what I will do is I'll get into, pretty much I'll have my electrolyte. I sit here for the best part of an hour. So you've disturbed me today. And I study. Just finished a book, and I was like realizing, like, as good as the reading the books is, you know, I was reading one day, studying another. I've just invested in another course, and I was like, I want to work through this, you know. So I'm still reading, but what I'm doing is getting an hour by the pool every day. So I read then instead. So what I'm working through today is the path of motion when it comes to pulling. So the axis and the natural descent is what we're looking at. We've just done the path of motion when it comes to pushing. So we're gonna run through this. It was like make these typical notes. This is a setup, like, and then this is just a book which I started, by the way, at the start of the year, just on anatomy, mechanics, the lot. I really like the focus for me this year, and the focus for New Gen is just to become a master at what we do. So we've got to do what other people aren't willing to do. We usually do upgrades in life, but we did a downgrade, didn't we, Claude? Skoda, have a bit of that. We got rid of the Beamer, they wanted too much for it to keep it on. Went to the airport earlier, picked the new Beast up. What's it saying inside? It's brand new, this. It's actually a brand spanker, look. Oh yeah, I'll have a bit of that. What's yeah, nice. She's done a good job. Day done. So far, I'm going to show you a couple of the clients later on. When we head back to the UK, we've got a lot of clients on stage. They all look absolutely sick. So I'm going to show you that. We're heading for a trim, because this is a trim that I've got at the minute. It's time to get patterned up nicely now. So I'm hoping this barber pulls through, but it's complete Russian roulette, to be honest. So I'll take you along, stay tuned, see if I get absolutely dusted by him. You understood the assignment? I got absolutely chopped in a barber's last week. No beard. I was walking around Bogoti, and you've saved the day, bro. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'll tell you the shop. What's the shop called?
Tete Bernaldo.
Whereabouts in Marbella?
Avenida Ricardo Soriano, 55.
Okay, perfect.
Right.
Best barbers so far in Marbella. I've only been here 2 weeks. This guy's a fucking wizard.
Thank you so much.
Respect, bro.
Bro.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
No, that's nice. I'll go for that one. Yes, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, it was actually.
Half a pint. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we've got the 30. We've got the 30 trim. He was good, weren't it? I told you at the start of this vlog it was going to be a full real week in the life. 90-hour weeks, and what we're doing, Claude?
I want to take a little.
Cheers. Let's have a little cheers first.
Oh, wait.
She's not cheering.
I think you usually go for a wine.
It's Thursday. Now this really is not a real week in the life, is it? We usually grafting, but Claude's been busy, I've been busy. We've come into like a little square, I'll show you. And we felt a little bit cultured, didn't we, Claude?
Yeah.
We don't really get this in Dubai, so we wanted to just enjoy it in the moment. How many of them we having?
Only one. We've got a big day tomorrow.
Only one. We've got a big day at Now Beach Club tomorrow. And absolutely knock the shackles off it. Pre-drink starts now, doesn't it? Cheers. I mentioned I've got some weapons on stage this year and doing photo shoots, and I think, you know, with me being in Dubai, I think people have forgot that I put people on stage, and, you know, this year's about showing people that, look, okay, I do still put people on stage, I do still get people shredded, because I think people forget that. So I'm going to show you a round of people. I'm heading home for these shows. I'm going to put myself back on the map, but this is Tommy, obviously a long-term client, going to be stepping on stage at PCA, going to be stepping on stage at Two Bros. He's doing men's physique on the day. You don't know, I'm going to pay for him to do classic as well. But this is Tommy's update as of today. So as you can see, he's looking fucking dicey. 5 weeks out, he's looking pretty sharp, innit? Let's be honest. Can you see why I want him to do classic as well? Look at that. Fucking hell. This is art, man. This is like physique development art. Like, look at that with his shorts on. Absolutely wild. And this is why, you know, a long-term relationship with a coach works. Look at the difference. So Tommy's been with me since 2024. He did work with me for a spell before that as well for 2 years. But, you know, this is what you can do when you commit to the process. You know, look at the difference there. That's proper physique development, you know. So we're looking at Tommy today just to schedule in what's going to be potentially a high day. That's men's physique, you know. And then, so we've got Sam. Sam's been with me 17 weeks. He's 2 weeks out now from his first showing, WMBF. So this is him today. This was him when he first signed up. So this is literally what you can do in a short space of time. So no posing. We got him locked in with posing. This is him as of today, 2 weeks out. So we have just signed off a high day today, to be honest. But look at the difference in his back shots. This is what posing does. This is what having a coach of experience can do as well. Tapered his protein a little bit. Carbs up to 480, fats at 50. He's in good spirits today. And then we've also got Sam, who will be competing at a similar show to Tommy. So Sam's 6 weeks out from the MK Classic. Again, another really long-term client. I think Sam's been with me like 4 years, 5 years now. But fucking hell, watch this. Watch his, like, Sam for me is just, you know, true men's physique. Got a lot of work to do on his posing. You know, his posing is his weaker area. We've identified that, but watch his back. You know, I don't think there's many men's physique backs looking like this at the minute. Look at the density to that. Needs to open that up, so we've just scheduled an in-person in June when I'm back in the UK. But yeah, look at the density to that. Wow, fucking hell. 2 weeks out here as well for Dilraj, WMBF. This was literally 3 weeks ago, so he's absolutely peeled now. So again, another in-person scheduled for his peak week when I'm back home. Absolute weapon. Team's on smoke, and then we've got Levi doing a shoot this week. So Levi's, well, next week, sorry, but he's just sent over his fasted updates. Again, someone who we just wanted to take to a completely different level. He's flat as a pancake, so we've put some food in today. But look at that, aesthetics, man. Look at the legs, look at the midsection. Look, so just again, loading in some good food today. Evidently flat from the back, you know, hamstrings are in. So, and then we've got Sean. So Sean's on a shoot literally tomorrow. This result's crazy, I'm going to show you. So this was Sean literally like 2 months ago. Sean's a great coach, great businessman. You know, 2 months ago, that was the 3rd of March 2026, and then this was him this morning, like looking absolutely like, this is 1 day of loading, so the goal today is just to dry him out. So as you can see, conditions and the look, like, look at that for a much more improved look. So we've got, you know, a little bit of natural diuresis coming in with Pete Max today. He's holding a little bit of, you know, sub-Q fluid this morning. So, and then we've got DJ in Dubai as well. DJ's mock shoot. So we're cooking. So I'm buzzing to get back to UK, to be honest, catch up with all the boys. But yeah, we're on it this morning. And I'm excited to be at some shows again. It's been a while. So time to put Bray on the map. But look at favourite part of the day. Get a load of that again. You know, wow. I'll miss this though. I will miss this. We're going to head to the gym shortly. Claudia's just got up. Going to head to the gym. I've got conditioning. And then we're out with friends today. So it's bank holiday in Marbella. I've never done it. I've heard it's crazy. I don't really want to get involved in it. But, you know, we've got Mogs coming down. JJ Transformations. We've got Shamey. All the boys are in. And then some girls. So I'm determined to be fresh from a High Rocks tomorrow. But yeah, just touching on the no drink as well. I've not mentioned it. But, you know, for me, I never had a problem with drink. I just wanted to see what benefit it would bring if I didn't drink anymore. So I did 5 months. I did January through to the end of May, and then I had a beer and don't feel any different. So I think that the thing is for me is the next day. So I don't want to, the one thing I want to stop is binge drinking. I've not done that. So the goal today is just have a few casual ones, enjoy it with people, have a good laugh, and then wake up tomorrow and smash a conditioning session. So if I can get you into Now Beach Club for a little 2-step, I'll take you. If not, you're going to stay at home. You know, those key components there, 85.39. I think if we really push forward over the course this week and we manage your food, and just let me know, we can maybe look at, you know, pulling back. If you can, mate, just stay for 2 days. And then what we'll do is have a little bit of a trial around that training time as well, and then we can see you in person. And that wraps up an active day. We kicked it off at what was 5. We've moved the gym around a little bit these last few days, but wake at 5:30, self-development for 45 minutes, check-in block 1, check-in block 2, smash the gym, and then we've had 2 calls tonight. We've started taking new clients on at New Gen, and this is a response we've seen. All these are consult calls. So feeling very, very fortunate at the minute to speak to some new faces and welcome them to the brand if they're a good fit. Claudia's in the background cooking the tea. This is how we look. 7:58, we've got WhatsApps to clear, we've got chuddies on tap. This is how I stay productive, is just chewing gum. To-do list is going to get ticked off shortly. Fucking hell, what a life, man. What a life. 8 o'clock and this is how we're looking. So we're going to sit and eat here. I'll show you exactly what's for tea. Today I did probably the hardest high rock session I've done in a good while. This is my activity levels today. Let me show you now. 1,000 calories in probably an hour. Outdoor walk 1.14k and then 248. So 2 walks, high rock session. Been at it since 5 o'clock. So your boy deserves to eat good. This is what we're going to be eating. Chips, we've got 2 burgers. Get yourself tucked into that. This is how you stay in shape. You make dieting easy. We've got some high protein cheese there. Look at this. This is the difference between me and Claudia. Throw that on the mixer. Go double patty. Easy work, boy. Yeah, let's go. That's the day done. Into another 5 AM tomorrow. Let's have it. So that's 60 minutes in the legs on the C2. I mentioned getting back into running this week. 17 weeks since the last run. 17 long weeks since the half marathon. And I've done rehab every day. I've not missed a single training session. I've not missed a single high rock session. I've not missed meals. And I was super excited about this run. 10-minute walk, 2-minute run, 2-minute walk times 5. And the third set, I could feel it pull. And I mean, maybe it was mental, but I could feel a tiny little pull. So I decided to call it there. Spoke to the physio and he said, right, come and see me on the 5th. We'll loosen you up, keep doing your rehab work, there's no rush. Keep doing the bike, keep building the capacity in the legs. You've waited 17 weeks. What's another 2 weeks in the grand scheme of things? So fingers and toes crossed when I see him on the 5th. We'll run a few assessments and we can start with some super light running, because I always say every setback is a setup for a comeback, and I believe that, but your boy's getting impatient, believe me. I love training, I love running. You know, when you do something that you love, whether that's lifting weights, whether that's running, whether that's conditioning, you know, whatever that may be, mountain climbing, and it's taken away from you, it takes a strong fucking character to keep showing up every day without really a goal in place. That's discipline. That's what routine does. Yeah, 60 minutes in there, boring as fuck, but building that engine zone too. That's what it takes, guys, in life, in any avenue. You've got to do things that you don't want to do to get to places you want to get to. So that's an hour. I make out it's bad. It's literally been an hour in the sun, topping the tan up, keeping the rig sharp. That's an important element. I was a trainer for 7 years, you know, so you've got to break that down. Just wrapping up, beautiful day, 9:30. And you know, it's calls like that, a consultation call with a guy from the UK, you know. What we do at New Gen is people will send the physiques before and like, already got a great physique, you know, already got great potential, but just lacks belief, you know, lacks belief that he can get to that next level. And all it takes sometimes is, you know, someone like me, someone like Ryan, someone like Finn, someone like Alex in your corner to be your biggest cheerleader, but equally to implement the highest standards possible that you didn't even know existed. And you know, he's agreed to join the team, and I always say, you know, this will be the best investment of your life, and I mean that. When I provide a service and we've got, you know, a product as good as New Gen, I say if you follow the script that we write, we won't just change your physique, we'll completely change your life. And you know, when you can say that with your heart on your sleeve and you mean it, and you know that if that person locks the fuck in, it's game on, man. And it's not just game on from a physique standpoint. The standards that we install will elevate them in every single area, and every single client within New Gen will preach that. And if you're watching this, comment agreeing, because you know that's the standard. But yeah, 9:30, gonna finish off WhatsApps, steps, get a shower. But this is a grind, you know, this is the week in the life, and it's not a 9-5. It never will be when you run your own business, but you can have conversations like that just get you fucking buzzing. So it's another pleasure. We roll the dice again tomorrow, let's go. So today is the meeting day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, focus on client fulfillment. And then it gets to Friday and it's like, right, first meeting of the day, Claudia, how's the week gone? Second meeting of the day, coaches. Third meeting of the day, performance coach. And then usually I'm done. But as you've seen from the calendar, we've got a lot of consultation calls coming in. But this is kind of where I believe like New Gen excels. And of course, our main priority is the product, the service, the clients. But if we're not reviewing the business side of things, what we've done well, how's the content performed, you know, what's the conversion rate of the calls, you know, all the stats that we're looking at in today's meeting. How many clients have come in? How many clients have left? Why have they left? Could we have done more? You know, did they get a result? This is all the good stuff that we look at as a business. So Claudia controls all of this and she just relays it in the meeting. We have 60 minutes in this meeting, and then we jump on a call with the coaches after, and we run through, you know, the week itself. How has their week been? What results have we got got coming up? You know, if they've lost any clients, what's the reason? Could we have done more? You've always got to be on it as a business owner. I think a lot of online coaches just focus on, you know, clients and content, which is great. But what we focus on is mastery, first of all. Like, as you can see, the first thing I do every single day is study. And same for the coaches. We focus on the service, the product, you know, and then we look at the numbers. So that's kind of the priority. Of course, you need to make profit and revenue in order to have a successful business, but I believe if you know you're good at what you fucking do and you look after the people who come into your business, that'll naturally happen. So I'm gonna be sat here for the next few hours. We've got a monster on lock. Don't drink them too often now, but Friday needs a monster. I do promise at some point this is coming out as well. I literally just live in New Gen gear, which I used to think was cringy, but I've got 247, Nike, BQ, everything in my wardrobe, but comfort, style, I think this is the one. So the clients are getting it at the Marbella shoot, and then we actually need to start modelling it and getting it out there. So stay tuned. Because then they know, and it's all, everything is taking stress away then, that's fine. So we just need to speak to Elements, Claudia, and say, look, I don't mind paying extra, but the key is the check-ins. You know, this is not a program where you will buy a diet program and a diet plan and a training program and off you go, speak to you never, message me when you've got a result. This is live online coaching, you know, where I want to be getting updates through the week. I'll be adding touch points in through WhatsApp. You know, you'll be checking in once a week with me to review that. But on top of that, Ray, let's look at your training, you know, get 2 form clips every single week and send it to your check-in. Obviously, when I'm back in Dubai, and if you're in Dubai, you know, at any point, we'll link up, we'll smash your session. But in the time being, we need to be maximizing your use of the program. And that's not missing check-ins and not tracking data. That's not the standard, you know. This is how every single morning looks, guys. No matter where I am in the world, as long as I get an hour to myself, I can drink my electrolyte in peace. I can sharpen my brain and get one step closer to mastery. I can make my notes in peace. It's Saturday morning, nothing changes. Why? Because I find peace in getting better at my job so I can serve my clients more and build a more established business with more qualifications. And then while I've been living here, I just know that no matter what, if I sit here and I watch this sunrise, which is at 7:05 every single morning, I'm gonna have a good day, because how can you not looking at that? So this is a part of the day that while I've been in Spain, I've protected so much. I've done 3 lectures already and 6:49, a little bit later today. You know, we relax a little bit, but I typically change my routine a little bit around while I've been in Spain because it doesn't get light till like 7 o'clock. This is kind of how I'll set my morning up now. So I'm being realistic. I wake up at like 5:30, but something that I've added into my calendar is just every morning, like, these are the 3 non-negotiables. You know, I'll wake up, I'll do my self-development, and then I'll get back to WhatsApps. So I've brought WhatsApps forward, and the reason for this is because I've got so many clients at the minute who are competing, stepping on stage, and then obviously clients on Marbella. So these client responses need to be, you know, every single morning, boom, 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 making sure they're okay. And then I'll go to the gym 7:30. We travel back to the UK on Tuesday, so we just got the travel there to go and see the little boy crunch. But yeah, organization and structure is so important in my life, and I simply just do everything on a Google Calendar. As you can see, heavy week already next week. We love it. What it takes sometimes. I'm just addicted to fucking pain. Challenging myself every single day, mentally, physically. I could do this, work out inside. Fuck that. I can tan, sweat more, earn that off-plan meal, earn that post-workout. Not be a fucking bitch, boy. Oh, look at that. Session done. The best gym in Marbella, hands down. Oxygen, absolute gaff. It's been a good home for the last month. I feel like I came here a little bit demotivated with training, not being able to run for such a long period, and I've come back and I've just got stuck in because it's got such a good high rock spot. I've held really good shape while I've been here, despite temptations, despite, you know, being out for more meals than usual. People ask, like, often now, like, how do I stay in shape, you know, like all year round? And I probably train more than what I did when I was a bodybuilder, you know, like 3 to 4 weight sessions, push pull legs, throw an upper in there if I, you know, most weeks, 3 conditioning sessions, you know, 2 or 3 bike sessions over 60k a week. Been a very, very good month for training, and as my coach and very good friend always says, Rawad, train hard, fight fucking easy. Either get on the Madries or you get on the waters. It's waters today for me this weekend. Swapped them out. A staple that is always in the diet: frozen berries, dark chocolate, 0% fat-free yogurts. I've got like a peanut butter chocolate whey, and then we've got these little rice cakes with some dark chocolate on it as well. Perfect evening snack, but when you're in Spain you can have this at any point. I usually put dates in here as well, but the dates aren't the best out here, so I've not been getting them. But what a slapping meal, 10 gram of honey. Whoosh. Quick outfit check before we head out to Marbella Old Town to get the nicest paella. Got the little Represent Owners Club t-shirt on, these shorts that I copped from Zara. I like these over the knee shorts, and then I've actually got the freshest pair of Asics. I'll take them off. These are girls. Wow, they go nice with the tea. Got my teeth into Tommy Fury's new series. If anyone's not watched it, get yourself into it. I like Tommy Fury. I think he's funny. I like John Fury and I like Tyson. So 7:30, 8 o'clock Champions League final. So I'm hoping I can clash it with banging food, Champions League final. Come back here, bit of Tommy Fury. Nice early night, and then we're up at 5 to do it all again. Another week rolls around. Another week in the life rolls around. The series is gonna start tomorrow on YouTube, which is gonna be cold. You'll have to stay tuned for the next video. Let's get to Marbella. We've walked into a wedding. Oh wow. Maybe. Cheers. We're off the beers today, boys. Coke Zero for me. We've got a Marbella photo shoot to land in 4 weeks and clients on stage. And we're just in time for the Arsenal game. Look at that UV6 at 5:30. This one. Look at the sizzle on that. My man said that was going to be too much for me. I'm down on protein today.
Just a start for you.
Is he mad? Chicken paella for me. Kind of regretting my decision, to be honest.
You always do that.
That looks unbelievable, but so does this. So what do you pay for a meal like that in Marbella Old Town? We got Porn Star Martini, Coca-Cola Zero, 2 waters, we got some bread, we got some paella, we got a fillet steak, we got peppercorn sauce, we got French fries, and we got some alioli. In a location like this, where it's absolutely wall to wall, just behind you there, 101 euros. I think that's good.
I think that's good.
When you're not drinking,
yeah,
compared to Dubai prices, but when you're not drinking, very reasonable. So if you're in Marbella, definitely try the Old Town out. It's absolutely beautiful. But that was a belly buster. I am absolutely fucking stuffed. Catch the second half of the Arsenal game, walk a little bit of this paella, bread and alioli off, and then make room for what? Cookies and ice cream.
Cookies on the corner.
This is the last supper. Obviously, I need to turn the heat on, ready for the boys turning up in Marbella, because they're all absolute weapons, and you know the fucking OG can't turn up looking out of shape. But 3 weeks enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
3 weeks, turn the heat up, get home.
You're fine.
Absolutely be shredded out my mind, ready to show the boys who's still the gaffer. So let's get some cookies and ice cream, and hopefully watch the Gunners get blasted.
Why am I drinking a cruise camper?
Come to the busiest bar in Marbella. Don't tell me where the best seat in the I feel like this is why I mentioned in this video that I failed drinking. Now I look like alcoholic.
I know, we actually never drink.
I never drink. I've drank 3 times this year, and this is probably the 3rd time.
I love this little bar though.
This is cool, isn't it? Nipped in the local for a quick cruise campo.
Wall to wall in here.
Do not regret that one.
Gabriel has been a hero all season for this Arsenal side. Almost doesn't feel
Chin up, boys. All jokes aside, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I am British and I wanted them to win then. But that's a wrap for this episode, and next one is the big one. It's the start of a new series, it's the start of a new chapter. It's something exciting. It's going to be something that holds me accountable to new standards within the channel. I made a goal to hit a weekly upload on YouTube every single week this year, and I failed for external challenges. So I'm always being real and being honest. In this video alone, you've seen that I failed 2 goals of 2026. We're real, we're raw, we don't talk no shit. We just show up every single day and we focus on being 1% better. But in the next step, it's a special one. There's travel back to the UK, there's photo shoots, there's client shows, there's in-person check-ins, there's mechanics, there's business, there's lifestyle, there's a little bit of Marbella still, there's the UK, Crunch is back in action. So make sure you stay tuned, because we're about to turn the heat up a little bit with weekly drops. As always guys, thanks for watching. Remember to comment, like and subscribe, And actually, I'll be seeing you at 5 AM in the morning. That's when I start vlogging again. But this will be the next step. Big love.